to you by the Great Backyard Place.
Hey folks, got Frank May here from the Great Backyard Place, and we are at the May Place, we like to call it here, because we've got the pool in the backyard. We're talking about grills and patio furniture and above ground pools over the last couple of weeks here, but now we're talking more or less about the granddaddy of them all, the in-ground pool. And when folks come into your shop and they're thinking about adding one of these things to their homes, what are some things that you can give them? Because pools have been your life for several years.
Several years, yeah. I say I have chlorinated blood. Very sanitized blood. So, you know, we kind of stuff everything into one place. So we make the decision-making process very easy, because all the tools to make the right decisions are there. And we've kind of edited the process because we've done this so long, and we understand all the issues that are going to confront the owner. And we understand also the things that can make their life easier and make their experience better. So we present those in such a way that people can really get their heads around it and just really kind of execute a vision quickly without just, you know, months and months of planning, because it's a big project.
Sure.
But we take that big project and we like stuff it into, like, you know, a 2-week period.
Now, speaking of time consuming, there's those that will say, well, time consumption when it comes to a pool is having to clean it, and the filter system, so on and so forth, and kind of maybe deters people away from doing that, but there's been advances in that as well.
Yeah, that's the number one reason people don't want pools. I mean, what we see is the wife's coming in, the kids, you know, have long wanted the pool, the wife's been cheerleading for it, and the man comes in all grumpy. I mean, he's just skeptical as heck, and he's just wondering how we're going to ruin his life. Right?
Sure.
And so part of our approach is anticipating those objections, because yes, it can be, it's an ecosystem, and you got to manage an ecosystem, but we've kind of mastered it. And so a little bit of investment up front eliminates a lot of the science and the thinking and the effort and the time behind managing that ecosystem, and kind of puts it on autopilot. So what you've got to worry about is planning the birthday parties, right? Sure. And what friend's going to come over that evening and bring their kids over, and whether you're going to grill out hot dogs or hamburgers. Those are the worries you're confronted with. The trick is to think about where you want to be down the road and just accommodate in your design, in our design, the way we put it together at the beginning, for those steps, because we've got it all. We can add it on as we're able to add it on. And ultimately, because in my experience, every time anybody gets a pool and attaches it to the house, it's the most used room in the home. Because I call it a room, it's boxed in, sure. It's got a 40,000-foot ceiling and all, but it's a room, and it's the most used room in the summer, and it's the room the kids always want to be in. It's the funnest room in the house, right? And so they want to do everything there. They want to have birthday parties there, they want to have their friends over there, they want to come home right after school starts up in August, and they want to hit the pool at night, you know, rather than homework. It's just the place to be. So that's the type thing to think about, not just I'm getting a pool, how am I going to manage it, but the whole life that's going to happen there. It's kind of a big deal. It makes a big change.
So when it comes to installing an in-ground pool, you can go small or you can go big, but nothing beats the heat better than...
Hey, Brian, you talk too much. It's hot. Let's go.
All right.
Water is warm. And I lost my glasses.
And this is salt water.
Yeah, it is.
I wanted to see Brian do a belly flop. The Great Backyard Place, they're located at 6240 Perimeter Drive. Yeah, stop by and see Frank and his team. They're located here in Chattanooga, of course. Have any questions? There's the telephone number, 423-892-3128. GreatBackyardPlace.com for more info.